Hey guys, welcome to A Gunner Down Under. In today's video we're going to be previewing the absolutely monumental Arsenal versus Barcelona game. Let's get into it. Okay, so we all knew that when we drew Barcelona it wasn't going to be an easy ask, and that is certainly not what's going to happen. They're in the form of their lives, particularly the front three of Neymar, Suarez and Messi. I don't think, thinking of the last 20 or 30 years of football, and definitely my lifetime, I don't think I've seen a better front three than I have there. I don't want this review to be too negative because they're so good, but I think moving on and focusing on more of what we can do to help ourselves, I definitely hope that Wenger shows the team what we did to Bayern Munich, because this is exactly the same sort of game. Albeit, we only had Lewandowski to really worry about. These guys have got three of him, probably better versions of him to be honest in current form. But I think if we take that same approach, we're really compact at the back and we really fight for every ball and we don't look at them and be intimidated. That's the thing I think is more critical than just the skills aspect. Obviously they're very talented, they're a very talented bunch, and there's not many teams that can outpass them. And we know that, and we shouldn't try to do that. I've looked at their stats and I've seen in the last 10 to 15 games, they're always over 65% possession. I think what we need to do is press high early and put them under the pump, because teams often know, okay, Barcelona are going to have the ball, let's let them pass. Why do you have to let them pass? Go at them, make them rush their passes, turnovers happen, and then on the break hit them hard. I think that's what we need to do, particularly in the first 30 minutes. If we're just letting them do their thing and hoping that out of nowhere we're going to score a goal, it's not going to happen. No matter how good you are, if you're under the pump, you're going to make a mistake, and when you make a mistake, you can be hurt. My predicted lineup for this is pretty much the usual. We all know it's going to be Giroud, Ozil in behind with Sanchez. I wasn't sure about Walcott or Campbell or Welbeck, but on current form I think Danny Welbeck deserves a start, particularly against Hull. He did everything. Everything that was looking good in attack was pretty much through Danny Welbeck, and he looks confident. He looks like that big presence that we need to almost bully Barcelona, because their defence isn't great, guys. It's not the best defence. Everyone talks about their front three, but if you focus on their defence alone, they can really be hurt. And I feel like with balls going into the box, with Welbeck in there, with Drew in there, we can bully them and we can cause some problems. Now all we need to do is score first. I think that's the most critical thing, because if we don't and they score first, they're gonna go for blood, they're gonna go for more, and they're gonna want this tie to be over in the first leg. No doubt about that. We need to stop that, and I think we're capable of stopping that. We've got Rams and Coquelin. They need to be at their all-time best in the midfield. They've got an outstanding midfield, Barcelona. But it's after that, if it's the midfield getting it to the front three. The front three are almost like a new team, like a second team within that team. If we need to stop the supply, and it's all going to end at Coquelin. He has got to be incredibly good in this match. And no doubt Petr Cech's going to have to make a few outstanding saves, but he's been doing that all season, so we can trust him. It's okay. Mertesacker, on the other hand, I think he's going to start, but is he the best option against a front three with that much pace? Koscielny is going to have to back him up big time. And Monreal and Bellerin, they're not going to be able to afford that luxury of bursting forward every time like they have been in the Premier League and in the FA Cup. They can't do that. They have to play accountable. If Bellerin runs up, he's going to be facing Neymar. This is by far the biggest test that young lad's going to have. I don't want to have this video talking all about how great Barcelona are. Obviously they're a great team, they're probably the best team in the world, but I think we've got the tools to hurt them. And if they don't recognise that and they think that they're just going to walk this, they're going to be in trouble, because I think Ozil, this is a game that he can stand up. Sanchez was very disappointing in the FA Cup, and I think that with that performance in the back of his mind, he's going to really want to make his presence known. And you can't forget, this is his old team. This is a team that gave him away and thought, yeah, you're not good enough. We've got other players that can fill the void. And to be fair, they probably do, but it's got to have that bit of passion in there. I think it can really spur him on to have a big performance. We want to just erupt the Emirates. It's going to be an outstanding, just incredible atmosphere, and I really wish I could have been there. If there was tickets still, I would fly over right now and be there in time. I don't care what the cost was. It's just so jealous of the guys that get to go, but if you're going, don't just sit there. Yell, cheer, chant, do everything you can to spur this team on, because this is the biggest game of our season in regards to just the sheer quality of opponent. It's just unbelievable, and we're going to have to be at our absolute best to pull this off. But I genuinely think that if we just take out the front three, are they that much better than us? I honestly don't think so. Take out Neymar, Messi and Suarez and assume that we can stop the supply. we can win this game, can't we, guys? We can do this. The away goal is going to be big, but even if we get 2-1 up, I would be happy with that, and I'm actually going to tip that. I think we can win this game 2-1. Obviously, the return leg's going to be much more difficult, and that was the case with Bayern Munich. We got smashed, to be honest. But knowing that we have something to protect in the second leg, I think it could be great. And with the tools that we've got Welbeck coming back, we've got Chamberlain, Walcott, Campbell, we've got some serious pace that will be on the bench. I think we can cause them some problem, guys. Now, I'm tipping a 2-1 win. I'd love to know your thoughts on what you think our best approach is to get the best result out of this. Would you take a draw, assuming that, we could try and go all out in the away leg and get a couple of away goals and have nothing to lose? Or would you rather win this game and try and protect in the second leg? It's an interesting one, but I can't wait for it. It's super exciting. Even if it's the best team on earth, and even if everyone thinks we're going to get smashed, it doesn't matter because we're Arsenal and we can do this, and nothing is impossible with players like Sanchez and Ozil in the lineup. They're incredible and we can do this, guys. We can do this. Can't wait. Please like, subscribe, comment. I'm losing my mind. It's so exciting. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you right after that game. Hopefully for a great result. Catch you then.